Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this session we are going to see about SSAS Tabler. So still we are in process of setting up infrastructure. Like last session we have seen how to install SQL Server with SSAS Tabler. Now it's not only that, we need few more to install system to work on SSAS. So let's see what are those. Understand first, then we'll go to the installation part. So last session we have installed SQL Server with SSAS Tabler model, and what we require more is we need Visual Studio, and we also do something called SSDT. So Visual Studio is IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So here we can do application, we can write .NET applications, C# applications, we can do many things, applications, and Python, we can do development, we can do, there are multiple things we can do in Visual Studio. And not only that, we can also work on data specifics. So if you know, someone would be aware of, there is something called MSBI, which is called Microsoft Business Intelligence, which is which holds SSIS, SSIS integration services, SSRS reporting services, and SSAS analysis services. So if anyone wants to work on these three things, then we should be installing this one and this one, which is SSDT, SQL Server Data Tools. So we have multiple versions of Visual Studio. So 2010, 2012, 2015, 2017, 2019, the existing recent one. So before 2012, we were calling it as BITS, Business Intelligence Development Studio. From 2012, we were calling it as SSDT, which is SQL Server Data Tools. Now we are going to install Visual Studio and we are going to install SSDT. Then everything is done. So this is the first step. Now we are in the second step now. So once this is done, then we can start working on any of these three. But now the major what we focus on SSAS. So we'll see this one. So yeah, we are discussing about Power BI service. So in between, I am trying to finish this installation so that once we are done with Power BI service, then we can directly start with this one. So yeah, let's go to the system and install this one. So go to Google and search for Visual Studio 2017. This is what we are going to install now. Download. So click on this. So by default we have 2019, 2017, 15, even though we can use that because few companies use 2012, 2015, 2017 for their SSIS, SSRS, SSAS. So that depends on any version. It doesn't mean that like we have to install in 2019, even 2007 also works. So just scroll down a bit and we can see the older versions here. So expand 2017 here and click on download. So the moment if you click on download, it will be asking for sign in of to Visual Studio account. So it is just Microsoft account, guys. Like if you have Outlook account, we can directly sign into this. And if you don't have, just create one account and we can sign in. But currently I'm going to log in with my account. So like this is required to download the exe file. We call it Visual Studio installer. That is must. So or if you get that installer in Google by default, we can also use that. I think sign in is required, I guess. So this is the default process what we follow for downloading this Visual Studio. So that's why I'm following the same process. So click on next and it will be asking for password. So if you don't have, please create account. Like if it's asking for sign in, we need Outlook account at least to sign into this and download the exe file. So click on sign in. So here it will display like all the products of Visual Studio, like from different versions from 2010 to 2019 and all. So currently we are interested in 2017. So I have already installed this in my earlier Power BI classes and all. That's why it will be searched by default here. So if you cannot able to see 2017 by default, so go to the search option and search for this one 2017. Then here we can see multiple versions of 2017, like we have professional version, enterprise version, and also community edition. So we are going to download community edition now because it is free of cost. We don't need to pay any license for Microsoft, and that is more than enough to practice on SSAS. Whoever is new to SSAS, that is enough. And just scroll down, we can see community version here. You can see 15.9 version. So click on this one. So it will download one like small file, exe file. So just click on that and run. So what this will do is this will just validate the installation file. Let me just continue. That is called Visual Studio installer. Click on yes. Sorry, I think I've cancelled this. Okay, let me go to downloads again. This one. So run. So what it will do is it will be validating the installation file, the exe file, and it will just download some set of files for this installation. So it will not take more than 1 or 2 minutes, so it will be very fast. So first part is done, and second part it's going to install this exe file, but the actual installation starts after this section. So once we have all this, once these two are done, then we are going to get the proper installation setup screen, where we can select multiple components what we require for installation. So as I told, Visual Studio we can do multiple things like .NET applications and C# code we can write, and we can use a Python development. We can also use for Azure development kind of thing. We can do many things here. Now see here, we can do many things in Visual Studio, but our interest is to work on data part. So we can see data storage and processing. So click on this, and this is again depends on how we want, but the main interest for us now is the first one, SQL Server Data Tools, which is very important for this SSIS, especially for MSBA completely. So .NET 4.4, yeah, this is required because it's a prerequisite, so I enable this one. So this you can disable, because if you don't want to work on data lake and analytics it's specific to Azure. So for now I'm just unchecking, because we are not going to work on this now. We are going to see what is this one. Uncheck this, or even if you can check, that's fine, because see, if you uncheck this one, the size will be increased. Now it is 8 GB, the space is required for this. So if you uncheck this, it will be just 3 GB. So click on install. This is the by default location for installation. So click on that. Now this will take some time because these two should be completed. So I'm just pausing now. So just wait for some time. So once this is done, this Visual Studio will open by default. Now we have this check mark by default, start after installation. It means once this is done, we get Visual Studio by default. Now from there we will see what's the next steps, what we have to do. So for now I'm just pausing, just wait for some time. Okay, it is done. So I think it will start automatically Visual Studio. So let's wait for that. So it's getting open now. So this is the first time, this is how it looks. So just I think no need to sign in here, just not now, maybe later. Now it is the theme, like how the Visual Studio should look. So by default it is blue. If you want, you can change the theme and just click on Start Visual Studio. Now it is preparing for the very first use. So this is a brand new installation, guys. This is how it works. So now this is our welcome screen. So we have to go to File and go to New and Project. So here we create projects in Visual Studio, projects and solutions. So if you click on Project, on the left hand side we need something called SSRS, SSIS and SSIS. So currently it is not there. So now what we need is to work on SSIS or SSIS or SSRS, we need something here, business intelligence tools. So how we can do is, again just close this, go back to same browser and search for SSDT for Visual Studio 2017. Search for this. We get one more link here from Microsoft documentations. So now the existing version 2019. So after 2017, if you are installing for 2019 Visual Studio, we need to download something like this, because currently we have one standalone installation for this specific setup, but from 2019 it is not required. I think 3 months back I've installed 2019 in my organization. Like there, we don't have any they wouldn't have any setup for SSDT separately. So here in 2019, I think we have some VX files. VSIX files extension will be there. So in the Visual Studio, like once you install 2019 Visual Studio, we can go to Tools section. We can like this extensions and updates. So if you go here, from here we can just take SSIS extension, SSIS extension we can directly take. But for 2017, we have a standalone installation. So if we just scroll down here, we can get the link here somewhere. Yeah. So this is our SSDT. So click on this install. This is a standalone installer. Now just click on this download SSDT for 2017. So this is also close to 1 GB file. You can say 896 MB. It's downloading fast. So it depends on your speed, guys. It will take some time at your end. So once it is done, we have to install this as well. So this is also very easy process. Once you open this, select the path and select the components and next. That's very easy. So yeah, it's done. So open this and make sure Visual Studio is closed. Click on Run. Okay, let me first close this, because if it is open, installation may not happen. So close the Visual Studio completely, even this installer. Click on next. So here it will be asking like to which version of Visual Studio to be configured. So in the drop down, select the first option. We have Visual Studio Community 2017. This is what we have downloaded now. And here we need to have select like these three things. So for what you're using this SSDT, for SSIS or SSRS or SSIS. So currently I'm selecting these three because SSRS we are not going to discuss. SSIS we will discuss tabular mode, and in this process we also discuss something about integration services. I will tell in that sessions, but why it is required. So for now, just go with these three, or either first and third, whatever it is. Click on install and click on yes. So it will also take some time because it has to download all these things, same how it was installed Visual Studio. So these two to be filled completely. So let's wait for some time. Maybe it will take 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes, depends on the size of the installation. So just wait for some time, and I am pausing now. I will come back later once it is done. So it is completely done. So setup completed. Now click on close. Now search for Visual Studio 2017 on desktop. We get like this. So now we can able to see these components in our Visual Studio. So I think you will see for sure. If not, restart and see. Restart and check again. So I'm not restarting it now. So just go to file and new project. Yeah, now see here we have analysis services, business intelligence, which is SSIS, and reporting services. So if someone working on SSRS, they have to select this option. If someone is working on SSIS, they have to select this option, integration services. Now because we are discussing on SSAS especially, we go with this option here. And in this SSAS we have two more things, multidimensional and tabular. So once Power BI service is done, so we go to this tabular mode, and this is where we work on like creating projects and all. So that's all I have for now. So I think you got an idea like how to install Visual Studio and also how to install SSDT in your system. So try this. So make sure you have both SQL Server and make sure you have both SQL Server and Visual Studio plus SSDT together in your system. Then we can start SSAS in further sessions. So yeah, that's all I have. Please subscribe, please practice. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. So please share with your friends and family. And bye everyone. Thank you so much.